Cheese, ice cream, delicious dairy comas. These are probably the things that come to mind when you hear Tillamook. While those are three of the reasons life is worth living, there are some other really fun and cheap things to see in and around the Oregon City. On a recent trip there, I checked out some of them. We only had a half day because we got up at an obscenely early hour and drove 10 hours to get there, and then there was the fact that I hadn't completely packed the night before and sleepwalked through the first 2 hours I was awake, but dang it, we did kind of leave early. Our first stop upon getting to the cheese mecca was the Tillamook Air Museum. There is also a Pioneer Museum, but its hours of operation are more limited, and my morning lethargy prevented that visit. You guys get up earlier and see that place. The Air Museum is home to a variety of wartime and aviation items, including medals and uniforms. There's also a theater, an engine room, and of course, a variety of planes. This is probably as close as you can get to an airplane without being harassed by TSA these days, so. The museum is open from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and the price of admission is $9. There are also discounted tickets for seniors, military, and groups. Some of my favorite bits were seeing this vehicle right here. It's from the 1940s when my grandpa was in the Navy, so that's kind of cool. There was also the chance to simulate flight. If you've seen the movie Pearl Harbor a few too many times and you want to simulate what they did, they have a flight simulator here at the museum as well, so that's pretty cool. You can get your Ben Affleck on. After playing Top Gun songs in my head for a while, I was ready for, quite honestly, my favorite part of the day, the Tillamook Cheese Factory. I'm a vegetarian, so one of my favorite things about them is that they label it when they use plant-based rennet, so we veggie heads can see whether or not a cheese is vegetarian. Thankfully, almost all of them are. My baby cow adoring side salutes them. Anyway, admission is free and the hours are 8 a.m. until either 6 or 8 p.m. depending on the time of year. You can watch some of the cheese being made, check out some displays about the history of Tillamook cheese, and you can look at some interactive screens that have further information on the dairygasm producing organization. Of course, what most people probably look forward to is cheese testing. I tested those cheeses. I tested them real good. After that, they have just about every cheese imaginable in a little gift shop. I like to get Tillamook's, little serving-sized cheese wrapped up and placed in bags. Only about 80% of my predilection for them is because of the great name. Okay, maybe 90%. You can also buy some ice cream, but beware, diabetes looms if you get anything more than one scoop. I should have known better.
Pretty sure I'm gonna die of dairy coma soon, but it's totally worth it.
After gorging yourself on dairy, there are some nice outdoors areas to check out. There were a variety to choose from, but I went with Munson Creek Falls and Cape Lookout State Park, both of which are just outside of Tillamook. The hike to the 319 feet Munson Creek Falls is really green, easy, and quick. Despite the pounds of cheese and ice cream rolling around in our bellies, we were in and out in about 20 minutes. A hike that took a bit longer but is so gorgeous that it should win people's sexiest hike of the year can be found at Cape Lookout State Park. That was our last stop for the day. The Cape Trail path is about 5 miles round trip and it's pretty easy too. So easy in fact that despite the fact that I was wearing short wedges, I only almost face planted once or twice. I'd imagine it gets quite slick on rainy days, but it was clear and just a bit windy for us. So basically only my hair suffered. And I'm coming to you from the Cape Trail at Cape Lookout State Park. The Cape Trail is about 2.5 miles one way, and it's pretty easy, just pretty level, and the trail's wide enough for a couple people. It's a little bit windy, but that's alright, and also the shadows are kind of creeping in here, so I probably look a little bit creepy right here, but who wants to fix the camera? Do I even know how to do it? No. Unfortunately, we got there kind of late and it was starting to get dark before we got to the payoff, this gorgeous overlook that looks out into the ocean. Apparently this spot at the end of a 2-mile peninsula can be awesome for whale watching. We got there late and didn't want to get mouthfuls of dirt all the way back, so we didn't stick around for too long. This was without a doubt something I would recommend. It's free, gorgeous, and the journey is nearly as good as the destination. Nearly. The overlooks on the way over are beautiful. Of course, on the way back we couldn't see them, Stay away from night hiking, kids. None of the cool kids are doing it. So the next time you're getting a cheese coma and enjoying the aroma of cow in Tillamook, check out some free hikes and some cheap museums. It's a fun stop that doesn't burst your piggy bank.
And we're coming from you. Coming from you. Yes, we're coming from you. There's like stuff falling on me. You know, feeling it. Now I'm just gonna look like I have a bunch of wood dandruff.